quick follow-up on something. I heard from a lot of people in the comments who told me that walk with me walk is actually a thing, that they do that or they've had their people they work with do it, and I don't know. I haven't worked in an office in like, well, ever. It seems like a power move to me. As I'm looking at this, I'm kind of facing the same dilemma I had with my closet organizer. Should I start to paint some of this now before I assemble it, or just paint it all once it's assembled? And I think it's actually in this case going to be easier just to assemble everything and then paint all over it, or at least just as easy. One of the things I want to do is attach these with glue and screws, and if I have this whole post painted, I won't be able to glue it, or the glue won't be as effective. Somebody's out there grinding something. Do you hear that? I thought I was the noisy one. I think I've got my strategy worked out. These posts are gonna extend up from the top of the planter box just a little ways. I found this piece of scrap lumber that seems just about right. And that's just to give it some style points, I guess. But remember, the legs themselves, whether on this or anything else, legs only need to be long enough to reach the floor. Thing I'm trying to remember on each of these is that the narrower, I guess, rabbet really is on this side, the inside. I want to put the screws here on this inside where they won't show. Hey, what's your favorite part of building a woodworking project? If you had to break it down, I don't know, it's something I was thinking about, that this is actually my favorite part, assembling the project. Probably my least favorite thing to do is breaking down big sheets of plywood. I probably dislike that even more than I dislike sanding. And actually sanding isn't that bad as much as I joke about it. You know, if you've got a lot of sanding to do and if you've got some, you know, music to listen to, it's not so bad. It's easy, just time consuming. Another thing a lot of people seem to really dislike is finishing projects, applying finish. And that's actually one of my favorite parts too. But I think that the reason why so many people don't like it is because they find it kind of intimidating. I guess the only part about finishing I don't like is the amount of time it takes. Sometimes I get a little bit impatient, which is why I like to use lacquer whenever I can. What do you think? Is it starting to look like a planter box? A little bit. Hey, remember when I was gluing up all those 2x4s and I was mentioning how clamping that many together may have some gaps in there? There's an example of that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a little bit of a crack in between those where they didn't get pulled together completely tight. And you can see it on this side. And I think it's because these 2x4s were a little bit bent that way. That probably wouldn't have happened if I had just glued pairs at a time. Then I could have really scrunched it down in all of those areas. But I'm not, again, too worried about this because I can fill that in with some wood putty and this is all going to be painted over. And, you know, I suppose eventually water might seep in there and cause damage. But again, I'm not expecting this thing to last forever. By the way, these screws that I use, these Torx screws or Starhead screws, they're really good screws, but one thing to be aware of is that screws will often say self-tapping, and that's what these are. It's, you know, no pilot hole needed. And while that's true, you can drill them or you can screw them into something without drilling a pilot hole. It doesn't say that they will not split the wood. So if you're really close to the edge of a board, you should really always drill a pilot hole first. If I was just gonna screw like some 2x4s together or something, I wouldn't bother. That's not gonna split those. was trying to work out different ways of cutting this material, and I tried using a jigsaw, but it left these really ragged edges, and it was pretty hard to keep it going straight, especially in this direction. So I decided to use my table saw, and it works out pretty good. I put in a more fine-tooth blade. It's an older blade, so I suppose it might dull it a little bit, but that's okay. It's kind of loud and a little bit intimidating. The trickiest part is just to keep it pressed flat against the table. It wants to kind of kick up. So I'm just using my push block, and that seems to do a pretty good job. Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to Steve Brazil, who sent me a whole box of sanding discs. I guess he was getting tired of watching me use the same disc over and over until there was nothing left but paper. Steve's been a subscriber since 2008, one of the OGs, back when I was still posting roller coaster videos. Anyway, thanks a lot, Steve. I really appreciate that. So my thought of painting this thing was to use the leftover color from the house, and it would be that kind of salmon color, the whole thing. I was all ready to do that, but then management came down here and informed me that really what we want is two colors. We want the posts here to be the house color, and then this inside to be the blue. That's the color on my garage door and the front door. It was all going so well until management got involved. One thing I want to do is make some caps to go on the tops of these posts just to cover up that end grain. Even though they're going to be painted, the paint would probably protect it, but I think it'd be better to have caps on it, and it'll look nice too. Could have been doing that right now if I wasn't spending my time taping all this up. Another thing about painting this project, since it's an exterior project, is I want to paint all of the surfaces since it's going to be in contact with water and sunlight. Well, I guess it's not really in contact with the sunlight, right? But the sunlight will affect it, and paint will help it, especially on the inside where it's always going to be wet, moist, with dirt. I have no idea what I'm saying. All I'm doing is just taping this. Oh, there's still another side. I thought that was the last side. Thought for a moment there that this one here had 5 sides to it. Now that would have been a serious woodworking error. How many days of isolation are we up to now? It's like, I think we're at like 50 something. But it feels like a Tuesday, doesn't it? Do you know how people will sometimes say, wow, it really feels like, I thought it was Friday, or it feels like a Friday, or it feels like a Monday. But Tuesday has no feel. Everybody knows what Mondays feel like, right? And everybody knows what Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they all have a feel. Thursday has a feel because it's the day before Friday. Wednesday has a feel because it's the middle of the week. Just feels like Tuesday. Okay, I think I've got this all taped up now. Time to put some paint on this sucker. One color at least. Then I gotta let that dry. And then probably I'm gonna have to put 2 coats on it since it's bare wood. Gotta go through that whole thing again. This project will be done in, 2 or 3 months maybe. Coat number 1 begins. A lot of people leave comments that they don't like this color on the house ever since we painted it. They just don't have the vision that we do. It's funny because nobody seems to mind the color around here. People in real life don't mind. Well, that's nothing. You should see. I mean, there's houses in San Francisco that are purple and yellow and orange, and some houses will have like 5 different colors on them. But when we were picking the color of our house, don't think that purple didn't come up for consideration. I think we need more brightly colored houses in the world, not less. You know what color this house was when we moved here? Tan. How many people do you know who say, you know, my favorite color is tan? Then again, almost all the clothes I wear are just shades of gray. It's my signature style. I'm just totally 50 shades of gray. Well, without all the kinky stuff. Maybe a little. Why does every leg have to have 4 sides? You know what I was just thinking about? I was thinking about how I ended yesterday's video and what I said. Do you remember what I said? Hey Chad, can you roll that clip for us? There's no Chad. Well, tomorrow should be an easier day. Should be able to do that all tomorrow, I think. I was like, oh yeah, this will all be done tomorrow. No problem, I'll get it all taken care of. And here I am, painting 2 different colors. Still working on the first coat of color number 1. This is what passes for content on YouTube these days. Literally watching a guy paint. We'll be issuing refunds at the door. Oh, there's another spot I missed. Just when I think I have this done, I find like, oh, there's another surface that I missed. Because really it's not 16 surfaces, it's like more than that because each of these separate ones is like a separate surface. I really have no idea what I'm talking about at this point. Okay. I think I got it. That's it. I'm calling this video done. You sat through it all. Congratulations. I'll see you tomorrow.